现在呢，我们第一堂课即将开始，大家已经会看到我们荧幕上有一位老师了，他是我们的英文老师，对，他叫黎福才老师，是 Christopher 老师，大家也可以请这个跟 Christopher 老师问声好。好，那待会我们有50到55分钟的这个时间。好，那现在呢，我们就把我们的时间交给 Christopher 老师。好，请大家跟 Christopher 老师说一声早安。好 ，OK， 好，谢谢。
Okay, 谢谢秀琴老师。Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, my name is Mr. Christopher. Okay, I welcome you to this lesson of ours. Okay, first thing first, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm sharing.
是在老师share 的时候，我这边再提醒大家，请大家用心聆听然后呢，也不要在荧幕上做任何的这困扰大家上课的这个情况。OK， 好，老师谢谢。
Okay, yeah, again, good morning. Okay, you are here for English lesson. Okay, English, does it even matter? Okay, for those whose English is still work in progress, meaning that you still need improvement, don't worry. Okay, you can still improve. It doesn't matter if you cannot speak fluently or proficiently right now. Okay, later on, you can still do it. Okay, so before I continue, have all of you eaten your breakfast? Okay, maybe some of you have just woke up, right? Okay, maybe some of you yesterday you just returned from your vacation from I don't know, Ipoh, Taipei. Okay, a few of you are on the road right now, correct, with your parents on vacation. Okay, nonetheless, I hope you can.
爸开始啊，爸。
Okay, for those who have forgotten to mute your voice, your microphone, please do so. Thank you. Okay, now we are going to start. First thing first, my name is Mr. Christopher. So my Mandarin name is this lah. Okay, I'll be your main speaker for today. So I hope you guys will enjoy this lesson. First and foremost, have all of you eaten your breakfast? Okay, if yes, what have you eaten this morning? Okay, perhaps you can type in the chat box. Okay, some of you have eaten, I don't know, nasi lemak, wonton mee, roti canai. All these are Malaysian breakfast, right? Okay, this is American breakfast. I wish I could have this, but usually we will only get to enjoy this when we are on vacation, right? In hotel. Okay. Okay. This is what I've aforementioned just now. Roti canai. Okay, roti canai was voted as the world's best bread. Then we have nasi lemak. Okay, dim sum. Okay. Okay. So why do we call breakfast breakfast? If you know the answer, you can type in the chat box. Why do we call breakfast breakfast? Any idea? Why we say, hey, I want to eat breakfast. Why can't we call it something else? Someone type eat fast. Okay, any other answer? Do you know why breakfast is breakfast? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Not the first break, very close. Okay, when you are sleeping, right? When you are sleeping, from last night until this morning, we are not eating anything. So when we are not eating anything, we are actually fasting, right? So the first meal that we eat in the morning is intended to break our fast. So it's called breakfast. Okay, so now you know why breakfast is known as breakfast. Okay, you are sleeping for 8 hours, so you are fasting, 进食. Okay, so your first meal, you break your fast. So it's called breakfast. Of course, I'm sure by now you know brunch means breakfast plus lunch. Then lunch, we have a special name, luncheon, luncheon. Luncheon means luncheon. Okay. From here, you can see that English can be very, very interesting, right? For those of you who have yet to really fallen in love with English, you should. It's actually a very easy language to learn. Okay, why do you learn English? You guys, why do you learn English? Because my parents forced me, or because it is a compulsory subject in school. Okay, yes, to communicate easily, correct, right? Okay, now let's look at the main reasons why we learn English. Okay, a lot of you will say it's fun, it opens up more opportunities for me, it's easy to learn, my parents want me to. Well, it is a must, compulsory, right? Now, here are the 4 main reasons. First one, some of you just now mentioned in the chat box, you say because it is an international language, or someone wants to be a dentist. Yes, if you want to study dentistry, you need to be good at English. Okay, so if you use English, you can go anywhere. English is like your passport, the language that can allow you to travel anywhere. If you go to Japan, cannot speak Japanese, it's okay, they can still speak in English. But you go to India, cannot talk to them in Tamil, don't worry, you can still use English. Even in China, okay, but all of you can speak in Mandarin, right? So even, let's say I'm not very good at Mandarin, I go to China, it's okay, I could still communicate in English because English is the lingua franca. Number 2, we use English. Okay, I mean, we want to learn English because you have more academic opportunities. Okay, do you know that certain subjects, like what some have said, you have to study to be a doctor, to be a dentist, or even if you want to study abroad in other countries, you need to be good at English. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Okay. Third reason, okay, of course, if you can go to better universities because of your English, if you can study better courses in universities because of your English, of course, later on, you can get better jobs, better pay, better salary, more money, right? Okay, last but not least, okay, one of the main reasons why we learn English is because English can make our life more entertaining and fun. Correct? Like a lot of movies we watch, okay, Harry Potter, a lot of Hollywood movies, they are in English. Correct? Okay, books that you read. Okay, I want to take Harry Potter for example. If you have been reading Harry Potter, when you read English and Mandarin, the translated version is not the same. Always read the original. Okay, last but not least, English allows you to enjoy music, a lot of good music. Okay, they are in English. All right. Okay, so here are the reasons that we have gone through just now. But today, for you guys, the most important reason why you learn English because of this academic opportunities. Okay, just to let you know, later on when you join Peifong, okay, when you study after 3 years of studies, when you go to senior 1, or we call form 4, if you want to enroll into the science class, you should be good in English. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult. So, like I say here, English opens up more academic opportunities for you. Okay. So why are we here today? Okay, we are not here to chit chat. We are not here to have fun. Yeah, perhaps we are here to have fun, but more importantly, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to guide you, I'm going to show you how you can do well in your English language entrance test next week. Okay, so please pay attention. If you have pencil and pen, grab them. Okay, I'm going to start in the GP, but of course you can also screenshot if you want to. Okay, ready? But before that, okay, you guys know him, right? Sun Tzu. In Mandarin is 百发百知己知彼，百发百胜. I think it's something like that, right? So before you can defeat your enemy will be the test next Saturday, right? You need to understand and know your enemy. Okay, so let's see what will be tested next week. So what you can expect. First part A is reading comprehension. Okay, you read the text, answer the questions. The next one is called language and language forms and function. Perhaps you guys will be wondering, hey, what is language forms and function? Don't worry, later I'll show you. So you really need to pay attention. Okay, make sure you're glued to this screen until the end. Then we have rational clause. This is like fill in the blanks. We have preposition. Okay, I'm sure all of you know what is preposition, right? Then we have rearrange jumbled sentence. Very easy. Subject verb agreement, sentence construction, and vocabulary. Okay, let's continue. So all together, you need to answer 50 questions. Okay, 50 questions in 50 minutes. Okay, make sure by then you could answer all the questions, okay, in time. Okay, let's look at the first part, reading comprehension. Okay, are you ready? Okay, now I want you to go through I give you 1 minute to go through, or 2 minutes. You can read very quickly. A visit to the zoo. Okay, let's say I stop you right now and we move on to the next slide, which is the questions. Can you guys answer the questions? How many of you can confidently answer all the questions right now? If you can type number 1, what, number 2, whatever. Okay, you can try. For those who cannot, don't worry. Okay, because that's not how we are supposed to answer comprehension text first, right? First thing first, okay, we need to read the question first. Did you guys read the question first before reading the passage? You are supposed to read the 5 questions, then only you go back to the comprehension text. That is how we should tackle our comprehension. So reading comprehension is like shopping. You can't go into Lotus, Eon, or Maidin without having a grocery list, right? If you don't have a grocery list, you're going to end up buying everything. Okay, so read the question first. It's like your grocery list. Then you know which aisle you're supposed to go. You are going to pick up what you need to buy. That's it. Okay, so first thing first, skim through the questions quickly. That is what you're supposed to do. Read with a purpose. You don't read the whole thing without any purpose. So if you know the question, then you have a purpose when you read the passage. Okay, then you go through the questions again. After that, you choose the best answer. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to answer the comprehension question. So be careful or be more cautious with words such as except and not true. They are there to confuse you with the real answer. After you have completed, make sure you check your answer. Okay, now let's say this is the reading comprehension. Let's read the question first. Number 1, the following attract tourists to Perhentian Islands except what? Okay, so you know, first question, what attracts people to Perhentian Island? Question number 2, what can one do on these islands? Okay, what can people who visit this island do? Question number 3, why do tourists dive into the water at the islands? Okay, why do they want to dive? Number 4, the word fragile suggests that coral reef what? So you have to pay attention to this word later. Fragile. Number 5, from the passage we know that what? Okay, so this is an open-ended question, right? So the options we have turtle lay eggs in rivers, the islands have sandy beaches, the islands have the best resorts in the world, people visit the islands to see the insect world. Okay, we already know the 5 questions, right? So right now we are going to read Paradise in South China Sea. The Perhentian Islands off the coast of Terengganu offer many places for visitors to stay. There are chalets, hotels, and international resorts to choose from. The atmosphere on both islands is peaceful and relaxing, with their sandy beaches and crystal clear waters. There are also the colorful wildlife and flora of the tropical rainforest. This marine park, situated in the warm South China Sea, has beautiful coral reefs. They grow close to beach areas. This fragile, just now we saw this word, right? I think question number 4 asked us this. This fragile ecosystem is home to a wide range of beautiful fishes. So what fragile ecosystem? So you need to look at the questions before this again. Okay, I'm going to continue. So visitors often rent snorkeling gear and head into the water to discover a new world. If you are thinking of an island paradise, a breathtaking marine park, a private beach, or fine white sands surrounded by rich tropical forests, then let the Perhentian Islands fulfill your dream. They are among the best tropical island simulation and possibly in the world. If you're lucky, you might see tropical turtles laying eggs in peace on the sandy beaches or a meter-long iguana vanishing into the thick jungle. Okay, we have already read the passage. Now let's look at the question. Okay, again, for those who are jotting something or drawing something or doodling on the screen, please do not do so. We just make use of the chat box. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, number 1, the following attract tourists to Perhentian Island except what? Okay, if you know the answer, please type number 1. What's your answer? Okay, everyone, you can try. Number 1, what's your answer? Okay, number one, the correct answer is the following attract tourists to Perhentian Islands, except the correct answer is donkeys, chalets, hotels, and international resorts. The people are attracted. They want to go to Perhentian Islands because of the beautiful coral reef, the white sandy beaches, and sea, colorful wildlife, and flora. Not because of the chalets, hotels, and international resorts, right? Because we can get to see this in other places. Okay, number two, what can one do on these islands? Okay, what can one do on this island? If you know the answer, you can type in the chat box. Okay, let's find out. Yes, a lot of you answered A. Very good. To go snorkeling and laze around. Laze around doesn't necessarily means to be lazy. Laze around means to relax. Okay, question number three. Why do tourists dive into the waters at the island? Okay, number three, what's your answer? Why do they want to dive at Perhentian Island? Okay, let's see if you get the answer correctly. Okay, the correct answer for number three will be to see the coral reef and fishes. That is why they dive at the islands. Okay, now let's look at number four. The word fragile, okay, suggests that coral reef are what? Okay, I'm sure you have seen the word fragile before. Okay, boxes, on the boxes, okay, they have this word fragile. What does it mean? If you know the answer, you can type number four, what is the answer? Okay, number four, what? Yes, number four, the answer is easily destroyed, meaning it is easily broken, easily damaged, so it is fragile. Last question from the passage, we know that what? Okay, if you know the answer, please type number five, what? Okay, let's see if you got the answer correctly. Yes, okay, most of you answered this correctly. Okay, we know that the islands have sandy beaches. Okay, guys, before I continue, okay, please remember that this presentation has been recorded, and I hope you can cooperate and really pay attention. So for those who are spamming the chat box, make sure you don't do so. Okay, please type one answer at a time. Okay, type number four, then what's your answer? Okay, don't type many times. Okay, like Marcus Chua. Okay, Marcus Chua, make sure you are not spamming the chat box. Okay, please take care of your online etiquette. Okay, let's continue. Now, what do you do just now? First thing first, you read the question. Okay, so you were scanning and skimming for the answer after you have read the question, right? So when you read the passage, you know what you're looking for. Number two, you guess the meaning from the context. Which word? Fragile, right? So coral reef, it is fragile. Last one, you draw conclusion for question number five. Okay, so basically this is what you can expect when you're answering the first part, the comprehension. Now let's move on to the next one, language, forms, and function. Okay, I hope all of you pay attention right now. Now moving on to the next one, which you might not have experienced before, language, forms, and functions. Okay, look at this situation, guys. Situation one, Ali and Jensen are discussing the upcoming test. So Ali said, we have a test next week. Jensen to confirm. So to confirm, what is he going to say? Okay, he can say, you are right about it. You can say that again. That is correct. So in your test later, you have such question. Okay, there will be both words which we call the function. So function, then you have to find the answer to replace. Right? We have a test next week. So you can answer, oh, you're right about it, to cover, or you can say that again, or that is correct. So which one? Okay, so this is the form, function and the form. Okay. Let's look at the next one. Which subject do we need to study? So Jensen to inform Ali, because Ali asked the question, right? Hey, which subject do we need to study? Then Jensen to inform, okay, he can say what? There will be an English test. So you can put this and replace to inform. So to inform will be, there will be an English test. Okay. Then Ali said, I have yet to start doing my revision. Okay, for next week. Have you started doing your English revision? Okay. Then Ali said, oh, I'm worried. And Jensen, to comfort Ali, right? Jensen wanted to comfort Ali because he has yet to start his revision. So what can you say? Okay, we still have got some time to prepare. Okay, for those of you, okay, perhaps you have not started preparing for English or other subjects next week, don't worry. That's why we are here today. Okay, pay attention, huh? Okay, so guys, functions and forms. So you need to replace the function with the correct forms. Okay. So first thing first, read the situation given. There always be a situation like just now. Okay, both of them, they were talking to each other. Okay, then number two, read the entire text or dialogue. Okay. After you read the situation, make sure you read the entire text or dialogue. Number three, read the underlying functions, choose the best forms, okay, which is the answer from the options given. And after you have done, make sure you read through again to make sure that everything makes sense. Okay, so it's not really that difficult. Okay, there are some students who are still doodling on our presentation. I hope you can refrain from doing so. Please remember that you have to be alert and pay attention. Okay, guys, the next one. Situation, Kelly and Hendrik are at the bus stop. So Kelly said we have been waiting for almost 3 hours. Okay, so these are the answers. Let's go through this together. Okay, situation, Kelly and Henry are at the bus stop. Kelly said we have been waiting for almost 3 hours. The bus was due at 1 p.m., wasn't it? So Henry, to confirm, what would he say? Can you guys please type in the chat box, what do you think is the answer for number 1 to confirm? Okay, Kelly asked me, we have been waiting here for almost 3 hours. Okay, the bus was due at 1 p.m., wasn't it? So yes, the answer is yes, it was. Okay, everybody remember to please use the chat box. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Then Kelly say, I have no choice but to wait since that is the only bus that we can take. Henry replied, I wonder if we are the only ones waiting for the bus. So Kelly, to inform, what do you think she would say? Okay, please type in the chat box for number 2 to inform what would she say. Okay, a lot of you type A. Let's see if you got the answer correct. No, the answer should be boy. Okay, because Henry asked, I wonder if we are the only ones waiting for the bus. So Kelly, she informed Henry by saying, no, look at all the others. They have the same bus tickets as we do. So they are not the only ones waiting. Okay. So Henry carry on by saying, yes, I can see that. I pity the elderly for having to wait so long. Okay, last one. Kelly said, I do hope the bus will arrive soon. Oh, I think I've accidentally given you the third answer. I would like to reach home before it gets dark. So Henry, to comfort Kelly, because Kelly was worried, right? She wanted to get home before it gets dark. So Henry will say, I'm sure the bus will arrive soon. Have no fear. Okay, guys. So basically, that is how we answer language, forms, and function. Okay. There are many more forms and function. Okay, the ones that I'm showing you, these are merely some of them. To accept an invitation, what you can say, okay, thank you, I would love to come, thank you for the invitation, yes, I'll be there. To agree, what you can say. To allow, what we can say. Don't worry, guys, this list will be sent to you later by our school. Okay, so you don't have to copy anything. This list will be sent to you by our school. If you want, you can screenshot very quickly. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Okay, the next one. Don't worry, later this will still be sent to you. Okay, now let us move on to the next part. Okay, guys, the next part is rational clause. Most of you have already done this before, but maybe you do not know it is known as rational close. So what is rational close? So rational close is like filling in the blanks and options will be given. Okay, so before you even start answering, because there's no options for you to choose, right? Let's go through the step-by-step guide. Okay, what you can do first, as usual, read through the passage, look at the options from A to D for each question, because later on you'll be given 4 options for each blank. Then eliminate from the option those which you know are definitely incorrect. So if you want to get higher chances or to successfully answer the question, eliminate those that you think definitely wrong. Okay, then choose the answers that would best fill each blank. Okay. Number 4, choose the answer that would fill each blank, the best answer. Number 5, if you cannot answer the questions, keep it. If there are 10 questions, you cannot, you cannot rate your brain and stop there because you cannot answer number 3 and stare at the screen for like 5 minutes. It's not going to work. You can answer number 3, move on to number 4, number 5, then you can return to that question again. Okay. Number 6, read the entire passage again. Okay. So we are going to play a quizzy quiz. I'm going to share my screen. The others at home, I assume you are using your laptop or computer to view this. So if you have your smartphone with you, okay, if you have your smartphone with you, you can use your smartphone right now. Okay, or you can use another phone. Okay, please hold on. I'm going to share this screen. Okay, guys, I'm going to copy this and paste the quizzy link in the chat box. Make sure you type your full name, guys. Type your full name when you join. Okay, those who have joined, thank you. But please wait for a while. We try to have as many participants as we can. Okay, we are going to start in 1 minute's time. Those who have not joined, please hurry up. Those who cannot join, no worries. Later, I'm going to share this screen as well, so you can type in the chat box or you can try on your own. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to start in 10 seconds. So if you have not joined, hurry up. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start. Those who have cannot join, don't worry, I'll share the screen. Okay. Question: rice like wheat and corn must be blank before it can be eaten. What's your answer? Very easy, right? Okay. Clock is ticking. Hurry up. So is it cook, cooks, cook, or cooking? Okay. After this quiz has ended, I will explain each question in detail. Okay, don't worry. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So 91 of you answered this correctly. Okay, the others, don't worry, we still have a lot of questions, not a lot, a few more questions. Next question. Ready? In some parts of Asia, rice forms up to 50% of the main diet. There are many reasons blank we should eat less rice. What do you think is the answer? Is it why, who, what, or how? Okay, those who cannot join, you can type in the chat box. It's okay. You can try. Okay. Okay, good. 154 of you answered this correctly. The others, okay, don't give up yet. Okay, can still do it. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. Okay, the question asks, one of them is because one bowl of cooked rice blank equivalent to 10 teaspoons of sugar. So what should be the answer? Is it is, are, was, or were? Which one do you think is the answer? Okay, those who answer in chat box, very good. You have tried. Okay. So what's the answer? Is it is, are, was, or were? Okay, the correct answer is is. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next question is, thus it is best to blank once serving of rice and increase the intake of vegetables, lean meats, and fish. What do you think the answer is? Is it reduce, reduce, reducing, or reduce? Which one? Okay. Those at home, what do you think should be the answer? Is it reduce, reduces, reducing, or reduce? Okay, time's up. Let's see how many of you can get this correct. Okay, Zhong Xingwei is leading, and wow, not bad. 111 of you answered this correctly. Let's move on to the 5th question. This cannot be too difficult. Rice blank is tasteless. So rice what? Rice ourselves, rice himself, rice myself, or rice itself. Which one? Okay. Which one do you think is the answer? Ourselves, himself, myself, or itself? Okay, Xingwei is still leading, followed by Kelvin. Okay, the answer is itself. Okay, good. Most of you answered this correctly. Okay, let's move on to the 6th question. Question number 6. When you cook blank sauce, you automatically eat less rice. So why is it? Is it less, least, lesser, or lessen? What should be the answer? Okay, Which one is the other? Less, least, lesser, or lessen? Okay, those at home, if you want, you can type in the chat box. Okay, Kelvin is leading right now. Okay, so the correct answer is less. Okay, later I'll explain, don't worry. Now, final question. Are you ready? Here goes nothing. Last question. You can blank choose to eat fruits or desserts before each meal. So what do you think is supposed to be the answer? Is it and, also, to, or but? You can blank choose to eat. What is supposed to be the answer here? This is your final question, okay? Let's see who will be the winners today. The correct answer is also. Okay, so congratulations to Kelvin, right? I think he won. Okay, that's it for today. Yeah, I guess nothing else to show right here. Wait, hold on, give me 1 second. Those who have attempted online, very good. Okay, those who couldn't join, I'm so sorry, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so congratulations to our winner, Kelvin, Wei Ming, and Ji Hong. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my slides. Okay, don't worry, perhaps we'll have another quiz later if time permits. Hold on now, guys. Okay, now wait. Okay. So just now you guys have joined the quizy game to answer the rational close question. Okay, let's go through very quickly. Touch and go. Rice like wheat and corn must be. So the answer should be cooked, because after must be, okay, we need to use past participle. Must be cooked. This is passive voice, 被动句. Okay, rice like wheat and corn must be cooked before it can be eaten. So here we should use past participle. Next one. In some parts of Asia, rice forms up to 85% of the main diet. There are many reasons. So the key word is actually reasons. So that's why the answer should be why. There are many reasons why we should eat less rice. So keyword is reasons. Question number 3. One of them is because 1 bowl of cooked rice is blank equivalent to 10 teaspoons of sugar. The keyword is 1 bowl. 1 bowl means 1, right? So this is singular. So we should use singular verb, which is. Okay, 1 bowl of cooked rice is equivalent to 10 teaspoons of sugar. Next one. Thus, it is best to what? 1 serving of rice and increase the intake of vegetables, lean meat, and fish. So the answer should be A, or reduce, because of 2. So the keyword is 2. After 2, we have base verb, because 2 plus reduce will become 2 infinitive. Okay, the next one, number 5. This cannot be too difficult. Rice. So we are referring to rice. Rice, a lot of grains, correct? So cannot be counted, and we're referring to rice. So the answer is rice itself is tasteless. Right? Rice itself is tasteless. Number 6. When you cook blank sauce, you automatically eat less rice. So the key word is less here at the back, right? So here we have parallel construction. Less sauce, less rice. Besides, sauce is uncountable, just like rice, liquid. So we use less. Last question, when you blank, choose to eat fruits or dessert before each meal. No. Okay, you can what? You can choose. If you read, you can choose to eat fruits. So with or without the blank, the sentence still makes sense, right? So that means we need an adverb. So you can also choose to eat fruits or desserts before each meal. Okay. So that's it for our rational clause. Now let's move on to preposition. Okay, the next part is preposition. Okay, do you guys know what are prepositions? Can you give me example of preposition? You can type in the chat box example of prepositions that you know. Okay. Yeah, I saw someone wrote across, along, in, on, at. Okay, yes. These are the correct ones. Let's go through. So preposition, these are some of the preposition. I mean, there are many, and there are many different types of preposition, right? We have add, on, to, against, over, in, above, beside, into, under, opposite, between, below, etc. These are common ones that your teachers have taught you in primary school. Okay, so the most common preposition is what we call preposition of place. Okay, if you look at the picture, Mr. Johnson parked his car behind the yellow sports car. So behind. So this is the preposition. Next one, preposition of place. Right, Ronaldo and Messi spend their time fishing by the river. Okay, by the river, next to the river. Correct. Okay, then we have Michael. What? Okay, this is easy. If you know the answer, you can type in the chat box very quickly. Michael place the books blank the table. What should be the answer? Okay, this is easy peasy, right? The answer is on. Okay, good. A lot of you answered this correctly. Let's look at the next question. Beckham was leaning blank a huge tree. A huge tree. Then this is Beckham. What do you think is the answer? The key word is leaning, not standing. Leaning, not standing. So some of you answered under on. Wow, how do you stand on the tree? Okay, let's look at the answer. The correct answer is against, because we have the keyword leaning against a huge tree. If he is merely standing, okay, without his back to the tree, we'll say under a huge tree. Okay, so the correct answer is again. So you need to be very careful. Next one. Okay, some children are swimming blank the pool. So what should be the answer here? Okay, type your answer. Good. A lot of you left your answer. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the answer is in. Okay, well done. All of you know this answer. Good. Otherwise, your English teachers are going to cane you. Okay, next one. Just now we have preposition of place. Now we have preposition of time. Okay, so these are some of the examples at from, for, on, till, during, by, to, after, since, etc. Of course, I cannot explain one by one to you. We'll just go through. But these are what you can expect in the in your exam next week. Okay, the parcel arrived before lunch, right? Okay, if you look at the clock hanging on the wall, it is before 12, right? So before lunch, so the parcel arrived before lunch. Next one, they arrived in the evening. So if you look at the picture, it is rather dark right now, but maybe you say, hey teacher, maybe it's raining, it's cloudy, but yeah, we assume it is evening, so we use in the evening. Okay, so these are other examples for prepositions of time. Our meeting started at at 11 o'clock. The department store is closed on Sundays. So Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday. Okay, that's all. We use on. Okay, for time, 11 o'clock we use at because precise time. Okay, for a date, before a date we use by. Okay, so touch and go because you already know all this. Okay, next one. Let's try to answer this. Okay, I hope that you can type in the chat box. Number one, we usually visit our grandparents blank. What? Okay, you can type like number one, then type your answer. Is it A, B, C, or D? Okay. Okay, let's find out. Number one, the answer is We usually visit our grandparents at the weekends. At the weekends. Okay. Number 2. Okay, guys, now you can type number 2. This scrumptious dish. Scrumptious means delicious. Guys, do not help me to circle the answer. I will circle the answer later. Okay, if you want, you can join in the chat box. Okay, this scrumptious dish was cooked blank my mother. So the correct answer is yes. A lot of you answer this correctly. C, which is by. Number 3, I met Alice blank the supermarket yesterday. So supermarket. The answer is what? Okay, let's see if your answers are correct. Okay, at the supermarket yesterday. Okay, question number 4. How far is the cinema blank the bank? Okay, the answer is from. Okay, a lot of you have attempted to answer the questions. Very good. Now let us move on. So that's it, guys. Hold on, something is wrong with my screen. Okay, so just now we have gone through very quickly prepositions. Now we are going to look at E part 1, which is rearranging jumbled sentences. This is easy. I'm sure you have done this before, right? So you'll be given something like this. Yesterday, my eye pen found. So you need to rearrange these words to make the correct sentence. Okay, so always start with the capital letter and end with the full stop, right? So I found my pen yesterday. Easy, nothing difficult. Now let's look at the next one. Morning to walk, he, school, this. I give you some time. You can type this in the chat box. Morning to walk, he, school, this. What should be the correct answer? So remember, start with the capital letter. This is the most obvious clue. Then you end with the word with full stop. Okay, very good. Some of you have already typed in the chat box. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see if you guys got this right. Okay, first identify the capital letter. So this is the first word, he. So he walked to school this morning. Okay, so he subject followed by the verb walk. Then this is your predicate, walk to school this morning. Then full stop at the end. Okay. Okay, guys, that's it for the first part. Okay, rearranging jumbled sentences. Next one, subject verb agreement. So what is subject verb agreement? You actually know about this, but perhaps not very clear. Okay, subject verb agreement is very easy. For example, Kelly blanked her bicycle to the park yesterday evening. So you need to pick the correct verb. Is it ride, rode, riding? Okay, if you know the answer, you can type in the chat box. So this is called subject verb agreement. The action must always agree with the subject. And of course, you need to agree with the context. So here the context is yesterday evening. So what tense should you be using? Let's see. A lot of you answered rode. Let's find out. Yep, your answer is correct. Because this is yesterday evening. So yesterday evening is simple past tense. That's why you need to use Kelly rode her bicycle to the park yesterday evening. Let's look at the next one. Okay, this is the clue that I mentioned, right? Okay, let's try to do this. Number 1, the plumber, is it fixes or fixed the leaking toilet yesterday? If you know, please type the answer. Number 1, what? Okay, a lot of you answered very quickly. Good. Yes, the answer is fixed because of yesterday. So this is simple past tense. Okay, number 2, what do you think can be should be the answer? She can always blank, do, does, or did our assignment at home. So what do you think is the answer? Tricky. The answer should be do. Huh? Why? No, the answer is do. Why? Because of can. Can is a model auxiliary verb. After the word can or after the word model can, you should always use base verb. Remember that, huh? Okay, I'm sure your teachers have taught you this. Okay, she can always do our assignment at home. Last one, our dog usually wakes us up in the morning. Okay, sorry, I've accidentally clicked on the answer. The key word is usually. Your dog is singular, right? And then usually shows that this is simple present tense. That is why we use wakes. Okay, now the next one, part F, is sentence construction. Guys, hold on, I think something is wrong with my screen again. Okay, so this one I want all of you to pay attention. Okay, you need to construct a sentence without changing the form of the word. For example, okay guys, we need to pay attention. Very important, because students will usually make mistake here. If you are given the word sleep, you are supposed to construct a sentence without changing the word. So, I do not sleep at night. This is correct. You are not supposed to change the word into another form. He wrote here, he sleeps every afternoon. Grammatically, this is not wrong, right? But you did not follow the question, the order, the instruction. So remember, bear this in mind, okay? This is very important. Do not change the form of the word. Okay. Okay, anyone wants to try? Take. You can type in the chat box. Okay, take. How do you do this? Anyone wants to try? Okay, no, perhaps too long, but I'll go through very quickly. I'll take my books from you later. They take their daily pocket money from their parents. Okay, both are correct. We use take, okay, because will, we use base verb, and because of I, then they take, because take is plural form of simple present tense take, right? So they take their daily pocket money from their parents. So remember, later when you do sentence construction next Saturday, do not change the form of the word. Otherwise, we'll give you a big cross. Okay. Okay, next part, I'm not sure if this is the last part, is vocabulary. Okay, vocabulary is just like rational clause just now. Right, you read through the passage, look at the options given for each question, choose the answers that would best fill each blank. If you cannot answer the question, skip it. Don't crack your head trying to answer that one question, then read the passage again. Okay, so yeah, if you want to be able to answer vocabulary question, you have to read a lot. If you don't read a lot, very difficult to answer the question. Okay, we still have 5 minutes. Okay, never mind. Let us go through very quickly. Okay. We are supposed to play a crazy game again, but I don't think we have enough time. I'll just touch and go. Okay, guys, let's go through this together. Everyone, the answer out of these 5, all these answers are verb, but we have to pick the best answer. So everyone is singular. Right? Everyone enjoys playing futsal. This is why many of the schools in Malacca have decided to organize a futsal tournament in Malacca. Students between the ages of 13 and 18 may participate. Okay, after may, which is the model, you need to use the base verb participate. Okay, participate means to take part in it. The teams are allowed to have 10 players each. Each game will take 16 minutes. The organizer blank at least 15 teams to participate in the tournament. So the organizer expect. Okay, they assume there will be more than 15 teams. Okay, the next paragraph, the tournament, the competition, okay, will be held. Okay, keyword is will be. After will be, you need to have past participle, because this is passive voice, 被动句, right? The tournament will be held at the newly built parquet courts. These are of international size and have just recently been opened to the public. There is space for at least 500 spectators to watch. So if you look at number 5, right, after to, you need to use base verb. So this help cannot be the answer, enjoy cannot be the answer. So you only have expect, participate, and watch. So you see from here, if you can find the clue, you know the answer. Okay. Okay, guys, that's it for our simple revision today. So remember, if you have not been reading English books a lot, please read a lot of books. Read voraciously. Okay. In fact, if you ask me, reading is the best way to improve your English proficiency. Okay. So I want to say, well done to all of you. You have done a great job. Okay. Thank you for being with me for 1 hour. Okay, so let's recap what have we done today. Okay, of course, you want to know the format of the test next Saturday. We have reading comprehension, forms and function, rational clause, preposition, rearrange jumbled sentences, subject-verb agreement, sentence construction, and last part is vocabulary. I hope you remember my advice and guide. But don't worry, later you can re-watch the recording, correct? Okay. So before I leave, remember, English is about input and output. How do you get your input? How do you improve your English? Watch English programs, movies, shows on Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube. I mean, watch good things like healthy, beneficial content. Then listen to English songs. Okay, listen to English songs. I love to listen to English songs as well, and I love to sing, although I cannot sing really well. Read voraciously. Start a vocabulary book. Now, what is a vocabulary book? Let's say today you read something on a book, very interesting, a phrase. Write it in your book. Use it next time, right? Okay, have English conversation with your teachers. Okay, do you speak to your English teachers in English in school? Do you speak English with your parents? If not, please do so. Practice writing, very important. Maybe you can start a diary, sing songs, and wow, if you want, you can start your own podcast. Okay. Remember, English is the key that can open up a lot of doors for you. You can go traveling, you can get to better universities, you can get better job. Okay, and like I say, English is always a work in progress. Okay, we need to improve all the time. Last but not least, remember, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Okay, buy books. I prefer to buy books lah. Of course, you can go to library. Don't worry. Next week when you come to Peipong, you can visit our library. Then you can see we have a lot of good English books. I guess that's all. Hopefully, you have paid enough attention. If that's the case, thank you very much, everyone. Okay, see you next week. Again, I would like to thank all of you students and parents who have joined this presentation. Thank you very much. So I'm going to pass this time to Chai Xiuqing teacher again. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. See you.
谢谢 Christopher 老师。